Halo, selamat datang Tribuners dan sahabat Pos Belitung. Selamat datang di program kami, Belajar Inggris Bersama saya, Miss Evie. Sebelum kita mulai, saya mau memperkenalkan diri dulu. Mungkin Tribuners dan sahabat Pos Belitung banyak yang belum tahu siapa sih Miss Evie, kenapa dia di sini, kenapa dia yang ngajar gitu kan. Jadi nama saya Evie Susanti. Saya asli orang Belitung. Jadi lahir dan besar di Belitung sampai tamat SMA. Setelah itu saya pindah ke Jakarta dan sempat tinggal di Sydney, Australia selama 6 tahun sebelum akhirnya saya pulang ke sini lagi. Jadi saya pernah sekolah di Sydney, pernah sekolah selama 4 tahun dan juga pernah punya pengalaman mengajar di Sydney, mengajar anak-anak. Jadi seperti guru anak di Sydney selama beberapa tahun dan sekarang saya pulang ke Belitung. Sekarang saya buka kelas mengajar bahasa Inggris dan untuk di sini saya akan mengadakan program bersama Pos Belitung, akan bekerja sama untuk mengadakan program belajar Inggris bersama setiap hari Rabu jam 7.30 malam. Oke, gitu saja untuk perkenalan diri saya. Kita langsung mulai saja untuk belajarnya. Dan untuk belajar kali ini, untuk temanya kita akan belajar mengenai G20. Karena sebentar lagi, seperti yang kita ketahui, G20 akan diselenggarakan di Belitung. Jadi akan lebih bagus lagi kalau misalnya sahabat Tribuners dan sahabat Pos Belitung bisa tahu lebih banyak tentang G20, sekaligus juga belajar bahasa Inggris. Karena kita sendiri tahu kalau Inggris itu sekarang sangat penting sekali, sangat dibutuhkan bahkan untuk kehidupan sehari-hari, dan di zaman yang global seperti sekarang ini pasti Inggris itu penting sekali gitu. Dan apalagi dengan adanya G20 yang akan diselenggarakan di Belitung, akan lebih baik kalau kita bisa memperdalam skill bahasa Inggris kita. Jadinya nanti kalau kita bertemu dengan orang-orang asing yang akan datang ke Belitung, kita bisa berkomunikasi dengan lebih baik gitu. Untuk sesi ini saya akan pakai bahasa Inggris kebanyakan. Jadi kita sambil belajar bersama. Saya ada kasih sedikit kayak translationnya ke dalam bahasa Indonesia untuk beberapa kata, tapi mostly saya akan menggunakan bahasa Inggris, jadi biar semuanya bisa lebih familiar dengan bahasa Inggris. Mungkin awalnya ada kata-kata yang kurang dimengerti, tapi semakin sering didengar, pasti akan semakin familiar dan akan jadi semakin lebih ngerti, karena untuk bahasa itu kita harus sering praktek dan juga sering dengar. Jadi selama sesi ini saya usahakan akan selalu pakai bahasa Inggris, tapi akan tetap saya jelaskan dengan mudah agar sahabat Tribuners dan sahabat Pos Belitung juga bisa mengerti. Oke, without further ado, let's get started. Oke, jadi seperti yang kelihatan di layar, ini G20, kita akan belajar bahasa Inggris dan juga belajar tentang negara-negara yang menjadi bagian dari G20. There are 20 country that are part of G20s. Okay, we're gonna learn each country one by one. Okay, we're gonna start from the first country. What is the first country? Let's have a look. Oh, yes, it's Australia. So Australia is a country where I used to live for 6 years. So the past 6 years, I lived in Australia, in Sydney, and now I just moved back here. Okay, let's learn a little bit more about Australia. So this is, okay, let's go back to the first slide, please. So this is Australia. And as we know, this is the flag of Australia. The flag. So this is the flag of Australia. The flag of Australia has 3 elements on a dark blue background. So there are 3 colors. The background is dark blue. And there are stars. As you can see, the stars, the color of the stars are white. And there is also another color, which is red. So there are three colors in Australia's flag: dark blue, white, and red. One more time: dark blue, white, and red. Okay, let's have a look at the second slide. Okay, what is the capital of Australia? What is the capital of Australia? So I put a translation underneath, capital. So if you don't know capital, capital means ibu kota. So what is the capital of Australia? The capital of Australia is Canberra. The capital of Australia is Canberra. So the capital of Australia is not Sydney or Melbourne. So many people mistaken the capital of Australia is Sydney or Melbourne because they are more popular. They are a bigger state, a bigger area. But actually, the capital of Australia is Canberra. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. What is the next slide? Oh, there you go. Who is the Prime Minister of Australia? Who is the Prime Minister of Australia? The Prime Minister of Australia is Anthony Albanese. The Prime Minister of Australia is Anthony Albanese. So Australia doesn't have presidents. Unlike our country, we have president, but Australia doesn't have presidents. So they have prime minister. The prime minister is the head of their government in Australia. So let's read it one more time. Who is the Prime Minister of Australia? The Prime Minister of Australia is Anthony Albanese. Anthony. So this is the correct pronunciation when we say the name. It's not Anthony, it's Anthony. And because it has T and H together, so we say th. The way we pronounce it, we put our tongue a little bit out, a little bit at the end of our mouth, and we say th, th. Not the, not Anthony, but Anthony. Anthony. So it's TH. So we pronounce it as th, th. So you, if it's a little bit difficult for you, you can stick your tongue out a little bit. So th, th. Anthony. Anthony Albanese. Okay, let's do it one more time. Who is the Prime Minister of Australia? The Prime Minister of Australia is Anthony Albanese. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, who are the indigenous people of Australia? Who are the indigenous people of Australia? So if you don't know what indigenous means, I put the translation at the bottom. Indigenous is penduduk asli. So you might have heard before, or you might have heard this in one of the songs, the popular song back then, about the indigenous people of Australia. So the indigenous people of Australia are Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. So as you can see in the picture, they are the indigenous people of Australia. They are the first people who live in Australia. Okay, let's read it one more time. Who are the indigenous people of Australia? The indigenous people of Australia are Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Okay, Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, next country. Okay, this is one of the biggest country, and I think everyone knows about this country. It's USA, or United States of America, or most people know it as America. And this is the flag of America. As we can see, the flag also has few different color. It has white stars. Actually, there are 50 stars. There are 50 stars, 50 stars on the flag. And red and white stripes. As you can see, there are red, the color, same color with my shirt, red and white stripes. So the stripes, if you can see it, the stripes are the ones like these. So they have red and white stripes. Red like the color of my shirt, and then white color similar to the color of the star. And they also have blue, dark blue color as well on top of underneath the star. So the star, all of the stars has a dark blue background color as well. Okay, so that is the flag of United States of America. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right. What is the capital of USA? If you remember, I just told you the meaning of capital. So if you forget, you can have a look later, and then I will review it again later, okay? So what is the capital of USA? The capital of USA is Washington, D.C. What is the capital city of USA? The capital of USA is Washington, D.C. So it's not New York, it's not Los Angeles, as so many people mistaken, because again, like Sydney and Melbourne, New York and Los Angeles are more popular, but the capital of USA is Washington, D.C. All right, let's move on again to the next slide. All right, and who is the president of USA? Who is the president of USA? The president of USA is Joe Biden. Okay, Joe Biden. It's not Joe Biden, but it's Joe Biden. The president of USA is Joe Biden. Okay. And let's move on to the next slide. We are going to another country. All right. I think this country is very popular in here. Well, raise your hand or maybe put a comment in the comment section if you are a fan of Korea, South Korea. If you're a fan of Korean drama or K-pop, you probably know this country. Yes, it's South Korea. South Korea. We don't just say Korea because there are two countries with the name Korea, which is South Korea and North Korea. So we are talking about South Korea. South Korea. This is the flag of South Korea. The colors of the flag are red, blue, and black on a white background. So the background is white and they have black stripes and then red and blue color in the middle. And they are making a circle shape. So they're making a circle shape in the middle. So this is a circle like this. And the shape of the flag, is rectangle. So the shape of the flag, as you can see, all of the flags, the shape is rectangle. It's RECTANGLE, rectangle. That's the shape of the flag. And the shape in the middle of South Korea flag is circle, like this, circle. It's CIRCLE, circle. Okay, all right, let's move on to the next slide. And okay, what is the capital of South Korea? What is the capital of South Korea? The capital of South Korea is Seoul. As many of you have probably know, the capital of South Korea is Seoul. It's not Seoul, but the correct pronunciation is Seoul. Seoul, not Seoul. Okay, let's do it one more time. What is the capital of South Korea? The capital of South Korea is Seoul. And as you can see in the picture, that's a picture of Namsan Tower. It's one of the iconic tower in South Korea, in Seoul. It's called Namsan Tower. It's a tower, like the high, tall building is called tower. T-O-W-E-R, tower. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. And who is the president of South Korea? Who is the president of South Korea? The president of South Korea is Yoon Suk-yeol. Yoon Suk-yeol. Okay, I hope my pronunciation of his name is correct because this is Korean pronunciation. I tried my best. So from what I know, the pronunciation is Yoon Suk-yeol. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Okay, but if I pronounced it wrong, you can please correct me in the comment. Thank you. All right, let's move on to the next slide. And we are going to next country. This is one of the biggest country as well. It's People's Republic of China. People's Republic of China. And as we can see, there is the flag of People's Republic of China. The flag is a combination of red as a base color. So red is the base color, and 5 yellow stars. And 5 yellow stars. Okay. So the base color is red. The base color is red. Like my shirt, again, red. This is red. And the flag has 5 yellow stars. So yellow stars. 5 yellow stars. All right, let's move on to the next slide. Who is the president of People's Republic of China? Who is the president of People's Republic of China? The president of People's Republic of China is Xi Jinping. I hope I pronounce it correctly as well, because this is also Mandarin pronunciation. It's a Chinese pronunciation. So I hope I pronounce it correctly. I will do it one more time. The president of People's Republic of China is Xi Jinping. Okay, Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping. That's how you pronounce it. I hope I pronounce it correctly. So the president of People's Republic of China is Xi Jinping. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. What is the capital of China? The capital of China is Beijing. The capital of China is Beijing. And what is the official language of China? The official language of China is Mandarin. The official language of China is Mandarin. Okay, do you know what language is? Language is the thing that we are saying. So in Indonesian, it means bahasa. That's language. Language. The official language of China is Mandarin. Okay, so that's how you pronounce China. We don't say China, but it's China. 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 Okay, so those are the few countries that we have learned for today. They are the member of G20, and next week we will learn more countries. But today we only learn few countries, and then let's do a review of those countries that we have learned, and we're gonna review from the beginning again and have a look and learn a little bit more about all of the vocabularies, all English vocabularies that you might have not heard before. Okay? All right, so let's go back to the first slide and let's have a look. All right, let's review some of the vocabularies. Capital. So capital is ibu kota. C-A-P-I-T-A-L. Capital. So what is the capital of Australia? The capital of Australia is Canberra. So this is how you ask someone, if you want to ask someone about the capital of a country. The complete sentence is, what is the capital of Australia? And the way you answer it is, if you want to answer it in a full sentence, you repeat the question a little bit to give the information. So the capital of Australia is Canberra. The capital of Australia is Canberra. So the question is, what is the capital of Australia? The answer is, the capital of Australia is Canberra. Okay, and then we also have the other keyword that we will learn today is Prime Minister. Prime Minister. So do you know what Prime Minister is? Prime Minister is the head of the government in some countries, because not all countries have presidents. Like Australia doesn't have president. Australia has Prime Minister. Prime Minister. Prime Minister is Perdana Menteri. Okay, so who is the Prime Minister of Australia? The Prime Minister of Australia is Anthony Albanese. One more time, it's Anthony Albanese. It's not Anthony, it's Anthony. Okay, and then let's move on to the next keyword. The next keyword is indigenous. Indigenous. Okay, let's spell it together. Not indigenous, but indigenous. It's I-N-D-I-G-E-N-O-U-S. Indigenous. Indigenous is like a native of the country. Indigenous, it means penduduk lokal, penduduk asli. Okay, so the indigenous people of Australia are Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. So there are two indigenous people of Australia, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. They are the indigenous people of Australia. Okay, all right. And let's have a look at the next slide. Okay, so we have USA, United States of America. United States of America. And then we are learning again about the flag. Again, what is the shape of the flag? What is the shape of the flag? The shape of the flag is rectangle. The shape of the flag is a rectangle. R-E-C-T-A-N-G-L-E, rectangle. That's the shape of the flag. And as you can see, on the flag of United States of America, there are stars, white stars. There are 50 white stars, and red and white stripes. So stripes like this, stripes, red and white stripes, S-T-R-I-P-E-S, S-T-R-I-P-E-S, stripes. Okay, and let's have a look again on the next slide. And so again, we already learned about the capital. So I hope you remember the meaning of the capital. Okay, capital. Let's do it one more time. What is the capital of USA? So capital. If you don't remember what capital is, I will give you a clue. The capital of Indonesia is Jakarta. The capital of Indonesia is Jakarta. So now you probably know what is capital. Okay, so the capital of USA is Washington, D.C. Right, and let's have a look at the next slide. And in here, we have the president of United States of America. So the correct spelling in English for president is similar to spelling for president in Indonesian, but you add T at the end of the word. So it's P-R-E-S-I-D-E-N-T, and the way you pronounce it is president. Not president, but president. Okay, the president of USA is Joe Biden. This is also a little bit tricky pronunciation. It's not Joe Biden, it's Joe Biden, because it has O-E next to the J, so you say Joe Biden. Joe Biden. That's the correct pronunciation of the name. Okay, and let's have a look again one more time. And the next slide. Okay, now we're going to next country, South Korea. Again, the flag. Okay, let's do it one more time. What is the shape of the flag? The shape of the flag is rectangle. The shape of the flag is rectangle. And on South Korea's flag, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. 3 colors on the white background. Including the white background, there are 4 colors. So there are black stripes, and then red and dark blue that makes a circle shape. So it's a circle. The one in the middle, the shape is circle. So circle like this, circle. C-I-R-C-L-E, circle. Okay, so the shape of the flag is rectangle. And the shape in the middle of South Korea's flag is circle. Circle. All right. Okay, let's have a look at the next slide. All right. So again, we are talking about the capital again. And I think by now you already remember what the capital is, and you already know how to make the question. What is, you know how to use all the words and the grammar to ask someone about the capital. So you use what is the capital. So if you want to ask about one country, what is the capital of South Korea, or what is the capital of Indonesia, you can just change the name of the country. All right. Okay, and I think they're all the same. Okay, let's have a look at one more slide. The one at the end, the last slide. We are looking at, yes, this is the last slide. So, what is the official language of China? Language. L-A-N-G-U-A-G-E. Language. It means bahasa. So, what is the official language of China? The official language of China is Mandarin. And what about the official language of Indonesia? The official language of Indonesia is Bahasa. So when someone asks you, what is your official language? What is the official language in your country? You can say Bahasa. Bahasa is the official language of Indonesia. All right. That was it. So that was all that we learned for today. And I hope you learned something new from today. And we will see you again next Wednesday at the same time, 7:30 p.m. Next Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. All right, that was a wrap for today. I hope you enjoyed our learning together, and have a good evening, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Jangan lupa untuk subscribe, like, dan komen channel ini.